Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Art with Ray. I am Ray and I'm here to bring you a tutorial today. Today's tutorial is going to be on blending, shading, and layering. I've been asked by quite a few people how I do that and how it's done on coloring pages. So I'm definitely going to use my Matchstick Mouse Autumn Coloring Book, which will give us a lot of practice on all of these different techniques. Today's page is going to be this cute little one here, Matchstick Mouse peeking his little head out. So the big tree trunk, I will show you how to do layering. The leaves will be done with shading and blending, and we'll go through it as we move along. So let's start. I want to start with Matchstick Mouse, and I'm going to use two browns for him right now. Where you see he has these lines here, that's going to be the darker brown, and the rest of it's going to be the lighter brown. Usually, like I said, there's more of a whole picture of him, but this one makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to start. Also, I would like to know that I will be calling out the name and the number for each pencil, and I'll also in the description section will put every single pencil that I've used in here, so that you're able to find them and pull them if you want. I just want to pull this up just a little bit closer. So let's get started. We're going to start with the darkest brown for this part of his face, and that's going to be Walnut Brown, number 117. So right here in this area, where you see, like I said, the little fur, is where we're going to lay this color down. And we're going to start pretty light and then build it up a little bit, just so we don't have it too dark. So there's one pass with that. Let's do a second one, a second layer of color on this area. Because it has to be a little bit darker, because this is a little darker of an area for him. But we don't want it too dark where it looks, you know, kind of ridiculous. So I'm going in circular motions, and I'm just trying to cover the white of the paper, the tooth, which we call the tooth of the paper. Just look in the camera to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So this is going to be the third pass over. I'm just going to go in the opposite direction, which also helps to kill some of the white of the paper when we're trying to get that done. And I think one more layer going in the the vertical direction should do it for us. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to take the second color. It's a lighter color, and it's raw umber, and it's number 116. And we're going to do the rest of his face here. Again, I want to start very light layers, a very, very light layer to cover his face here. You can see this is a much lighter color than the one that we started with. So it gives us a little bit of depth and dimension, you know, showing that we have a lighter color and a darker color. Also gives us some really nice contrast. And I'm going to bring it right up to the nose here. I'm going to leave that part alone right now. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that in a few minutes. So again, I'm just doing a nice light layer, trying to get a nice even layer over the rest of his face. All right, and then we're going to go in again and do a second layer over the top. Again, in circular motions, light, you know, don't push down too hard on the pencil. Okay, and now a third layer of this color. And you can see now we're starting to cover the white of the paper a little bit more. And here we go on the fourth layer. Now on the fourth layer, I want to go vertical. We've been doing horizontal. So again, we're going to start up here, light layers, and go vertical as opposed to horizontal, which will help us to cover the white of the paper. and back again horizontal, and this hopefully should be the last layer we need to use to cover the weight of the paper for this lighter color. Okay, let me look at the camera, see what we're... Okay, I think, you know what, let's do one more light layer, because I think that will help to just pull it all together. So just one more very light layer over the top. And you can see that the color, this color brown, again, which is the raw umber, is a little bit lighter than our first brown. So it really does show us a difference between the two colors. Okay. That's it for his face. Now we're going to do his little hand and his nose. I'm going to do that in the same color. And that's going to be Azalea Pink, number 082. Azalea Pink, 082. And we're just going to go in and just lightly put some color over his fingers here. We're going to go in a couple of times just to make sure that we can see this. Azalea Pink is a very light pink color. It's the lightest pink that we have in the Castle Art Soft Touch set. So we just want to kind of go over it until we can see it okay, and then stop. We don't want it dark, dark, because again, it's a very light pink color. Like I can see it now, and I think it can be seen on camera. And I'm going to do the same thing with his nose. Again, we're just going to go over it until you can see it. You don't want it dark. If we wanted a darker pink, we would have went with a darker pink. Okay, so that's that for his nose. Alright, so to finish him off, we are going to do his hat. I'm going to do his hat in blues, two different blues. We're going to use Intense Blue and Primary Blue. It looks like that the Primary Blue is a little bit lighter, so let's start with that. Primary Blue, number 098. And we're just going to do a light layer over the whole hat here. We're going to leave this part alone for now. So this is going to be more of, like we did with the face, it's going to be a layering tutorial part of this. We're just going to layer the colors one on top of the other when we get to that point. So again, we're just doing a really light layer of this, I believe it's, yeah, Primary Blue, just to get some pigment on the paper. And let's do one more layer of this color right now. Again, very light. Okay, let's take the next color, which is Intense Blue, 097. Intense Blue, 097. And we're going to go right over the top of the Primary Blue. Very light layer over the top of this blue. And you'll start to see that we get a whole new color, but you can also see that other blue underneath, so it's going to look really pretty. Okay, and let's do a second layer of this. Alright, and I want to go back in with our Primary Blue, 098. Primary Blue, 098. Just over the top of this, it will brighten it up a little bit. And at this point, we really want to make sure that we try to cover as much of the weight of the paper as possible. So just press down just a little bit harder, not very hard, but a little harder than you've been pressing down, so we can really get that white of the paper disappearing on us. And we're going to do 2 layers of this. So this will be the second layer. Okay, now we're going to go in again with our Intense Blue 097. Oops, sorry, Intense Blue 097. We're going to go underneath here, underneath his hat, and we're going to do we're going to push down pretty hard and do a dark layer, because this is where the shadow is going to be for his hat. So we want to push down quite a bit harder, and we're going to do 3 layers of this, maybe 4. So just push down, you know, a little bit harder and go over it until you really see kind of a big difference in the darkness from here to here. So you can see this is a bit lighter, and now in here it's darker, and it gives that illusion again that there is the shading in there. And I want to go in one more time with our primary blue 098. I just want to do another quick layer over the top of this because I can still see some of the white of the paper, and I really don't want to be seeing that. So like I said, push down a little bit harder, not really, really hard or anything like that, but a bit harder than what we were doing when we were doing the light layer. And just try to get rid of as much of the white of the paper as possible. We might have to go in with the other blue again. Actually, yeah, let's go in one more time with the Intense Blue 097, Intense Blue 097, and just very, very lightly now, because pretty much the white of the paper is gone. Just very lightly go over the top and just try to fill in any areas that you see that might still have some white. So again, when you put one color on top of another, that's called layering. And when you use an oil pencil, that's how you blend. These are not oil pencils, these are wax pencils. But I still like to layer and blend when I do any kind of picture. So, Matchstick Mouse is completely done, which is really nice. Now, I want to do the tree trunk, and this also is going to be layering. We're going to be using 2 colors. We're going to be using Burnt Umber and Van Dyke Brown, 2 of the darker colors in this set. We're going to start with, let's see, I think we're going to start with Van Dyke Brown. We're going to go do a light layer over the entire tree trunk in Van Dyke Brown. Then we're going to go over it in Burnt Umber, kind of like what we did with the hat here. But well, I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to go and we're going to do just a very light layer here with the Van Dyke Brown 069. And again, we're just going to do a very, very light layer over this entire trunk just to get some color on the page. In circular motions. It helps us to hide our pencil marks. Also helps us to get a more even coating. So hope everyone's having a great day. It is early morning here in New York City. It gets like around 10ish at the filming of this. And we're going to go up in here. Again, just a very light layer, just to get some pigment on the paper before we go in and really do what we need to do here. But this is, you can consider this kind of like a base layer, I guess, if you want to call it that. And then, let me see, I think this is tree trunk here too. Yeah, I'm gonna treat it as tree trunk. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna make it that. I'm gonna make it part of the tree trunk. I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me look in the camera while I do this. Okay, it looks like you guys can see, for the most part, what I'm doing. So, you know, you don't have to try to make this, like, perfect or, you know, anything like that. Right now, like I said, this is just kind of the base layer, just to get some pigment on the paper. Now, I mean, obviously try not to get it out of the lines or try not to get it into any of those leaves, but we're going to go over this quite a few times anyway. So I absolutely love Matchstick Mouse. I've been trying to do at least one Matchstick Mouse page a day. I've done a I've done a flip through of the summer Matchstick Mouse book. And this is the autumn book, and my plan is to finish all the pages in this and then do a full flip through of this autumn book with all the completed pages done. That's my plan. So hopefully that is what's going to end up happening. So as you can see, you know, we're just doing that light layer, just kind of getting a base layer down. And it's looking fairly even, which is good, which is what we really want. We want an even coverage, or as much of an even coverage as we can possibly get. Sometimes that's easier said than done, but it's looking fairly good here right now. This little round thing looks like a leaf, so let's try to get around that without getting any color in it. You know, do the best that you can. And just slowly and gently go around that round leaf there. Okay, so that is the first pass through it. Like I said, just kind of getting some pigment on the paper. I'm going to do a second layer of this color before we move on to the next color. So we're just going to go right back over what we did. Still very light layer, but it will start to darken up now because this is a fairly dark brown. As you can see now, as we're going over it the second time, the color is really starting to darken, and I'm not pushing down at all on the pencil. I'm barely putting the pencil to the paper, so this brown is, you know, really good like that. It covers up pretty well. And when we go in with the next brown that's even a bit darker, it will really, it'll really cover the weight of the paper fairly quickly. It's a nice, big, strong tree trunk. That's a mighty tree that he's hiding behind, or she. I believe Matchstick Mouse is a female. I believe I read that somewhere, but I don't know. I kind of think he or she could be anything that you want him or her to be. I usually call him a him, but I think I did read somewhere. I think the author actually said, the illustrator actually said that Matchstick Mouse is female. And there are pictures in the different books that do show Matchstick Mouse being more feminine. So I guess really it's up to you and your imagination what, you know, how you want Matchstick Mouse to be or what you want Matchstick Mouse to be. Okay, so there's 2 layers of the Van Dyke Brown. We're going to go in now with the Burnt Umber, number 68. Again, Burnt Umber, number 68. This is quite a bit darker, so just go very lightly on this first layer over the top. And as you can see right here, it's already darkened a lot, and I'm, like I said, barely touching the paper. Again, just to reiterate, when you put color over color over color like we're doing, that's called layering. So what we're doing now is considered to be layering. Again, try to get around this round leaf here. Try not to get any color in it, if at all possible. If you just go slowly around it, you shouldn't have an issue. And if your pencil sharpness point has a nice point to it, it should make it that much easier also. Okay, there's the first layer of this burnt umber. We're going to do a second layer. And I want to go just a little bit heavier on this. Not real strong on the pencil, but heavier than we've been. Just start to try to get rid of some of the weight of the paper now. Sorry for any background noise you might hear. I live in New York City. It's always loud here. You can see the tree trunk is getting much darker. It's really starting to eat up the white of the paper, which is what we want. So this would be, I guess, the fourth layer that we've put down. 2 layers of the lighter brown. This is the second layer of the darker brown. So these 4 layers have really started to, break the tooth of the paper, which is really what we want at this point. Again, just a reminder, just be careful around that little round leaf here. If at all possible, try not to get any color in it, because we are going to be doing something with that in a little bit. Okay, so I want to go in again now with our Van Dyke Brown 069. Van Dyke Brown 069. I want us to push a bit harder on here now over the entire tree trunk to really hopefully break all the tooth left of the paper. So just come in a bit harder until you start to see it covering the white of the paper. So not like really hard, maybe medium pressure, but definitely not light pressure at this point, because you really do want to get this paper, the white of the paper gone now. when you layer colors over each other, it tends to look really, really nice. Because like here you can see that darker brown with the lighter brown underneath, or the lighter brown with the darker brown above it. It really does make your coloring pages pop that much more. I mean, the more layers you can put on your page, or get on the page, the better it's going to look. So right now I believe this is 5 layers, and we're going to do one more layer of the very dark brown, and that's the Burnt Umber 068, Burnt Umber 068, and we're going to do medium pressure all over this again. It should hopefully now break the entire weight of the paper, and we can go on to some blending techniques. So again, medium pressure. This should break the tooth of the paper now. And this would be 6 layers of pigment on just this tree trunk alone. This Matchstick Mouse book is printed on Amazon paper, but this Amazon paper is a little bit better than some of the others. I mean, it's still not wonderful, but if you use the right pencils, you can get some really good results. I find that the Castle Art pencils work really well on this. Arteza Expert work really well. I've used Prismas; they work okay in this book. What else? Brute Funer squares I used yesterday. They worked amazing in this book. So a lot of your pencil sets are going to work pretty well in this book. I did use Inktense not that long ago, and I was really unhappy with the results that I had. But I think part of that was me. Like, I hadn't used them in a really long time, and I had forgotten that they're fairly dark. And, you know, I may try that again soon, and maybe use a little less pigment on the paper. Also, I was activating it with an alcohol marker, and somebody had said that it actually looks a lot better when you use water. So I may try that the next time I use that in this book. The one thing I did forget to do was put some paper behind this, but you know what, these are single-sided, so it takes a little bit of that chance away, but still definitely do put some paper behind your coloring page just to be on the safe side. Okay, I think that actually looks pretty good. And we've got a little bit later towards the bottom, because at that point there might be a little bit more, not as much shadow as there would be towards the top. Okay, so we have finished the tree and Matchstick Mouse. So now we're going to go on to the leaves and the greenery and all of that. So just give me 2 seconds just to put some of this stuff away, just because I can't. It's very difficult for me to have a lot of stuff on me while I'm trying to do stuff all at once. So just give me 1 second, and just if you're still working on getting this layered enough, just continue to layer while I just go through this really, really quickly. Okay, so Walnut Brown, I still need Walnut Brown. Maybe I didn't do that one. Oh, I did. Okay, so that's that. I need any of these other browns? No. Okay, so I'm just going to put these couple of pencils away, and we'll move on to the next section. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we are going to do some of the leaves here. Alright, so let's start, actually you know what, let's do some of this green here, just because those are pencils that I want to kind of get rid of. So we are going to be using for these here, and some of the green here that isn't leaf, we're going to be using leaf green light number 61, leaf green middle number 60, and leaf green number 111. So we are going to start actually with the darkest, which is leaf green number 111. And the first thing I want to do is let's start down here, and I'm going to make the bottom of this darker. Just to go around the leaves there, here, this stuff, because we're not going to be, that's not going to be this color. So we're going to put color in here, going around these leaves here, underneath. And we're going to shade and fade. So we're putting dark here, we're going to go up a little bit, and we're going to release the pressure, so that we have a very light line after that, which will help us to add in our next color, and it will also help us to get that blend a little bit more effortless. So if you saw what I did, I started darker towards the bottom, went up a little bit, made it fainter, the line there. So then the next thing we're going to go in with is our leaf green middle. Leaf green middle 060, leaf green middle 060. And we're going to go right from the point here where we started to fade out. So we're going to go right over the top of that where we faded out. And then we're going to again go up a bit and fade it out. So when we come in with our third color, it will seamlessly blend. Okay, so our final color in this area is going to be leaf green light number 061, leaf green light 061. And we are going to go again, just like we did before, right up over where we did our shading, where we did our where we faded it out, and we're going to go straight up to the top. And fade it out towards the top a little bit. And then I just like to go over everything with my latest color to blend it all together. So just go over the entire area now with the lightest color, just to blend all those three colors together. And that's it, nothing to it. It's actually much simpler than a lot of people believe it to be. And that right there took us all of, what, 2 minutes to do? Okay, so we're going to do right here also. And this will be good because it's a smaller area. I think you'll be able to see it a little bit better also. So we're going to start with leaf green 111, leaf green 111. And from here, we're just going to, like you said, put a little bit darker in the bottom here. And then fade up a little bit so we can put our next color in. Okay? Next is our leaf green middle 060, leaf green middle 060. And again, we're going to go right up where we faded out, add some color, and then also fade that out a little bit. Okay? And our final color is leaf green light 061, leaf green light 061. And we're going to go right over where we faded it out and up to the top. And remember, just like before, I want to just go over the entire area with the leaf green light, so it will blend all of our colors together. And if you see here, you can see all three of the colors, and they're perfectly blended together. Okay, so we're going to continue with this. Now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult up here because there are some leaves, and I'm trying to decide, you know what, I think I'm going to do these as separate leaves. I think I'm going to leave that for right now as separate leaves. Let's do these two trees. These two trees are going to be pretty dark. The two colors I'm going to be using is Oxide of Chrome 063 and Chrome Green 053. We're going to start with Oxide of Chrome 063. And what we're going to do is like what we did before. We're going to start off dark here and fade it up as we go up. So I'll show you. Let's start it down here. And these are dark. This is a pretty dark color. So we're going to start down in here where the tree kind of meets the bottom here. And we're going to go in pretty dark here. And then we're going to continue it up. And I say we're going to go about halfway up. And as we start getting, going up here, we're going to start to lighten it. See, so here we are about halfway up. And then just take the pressure all the way off. So that when we come in with our next one, we'll be able to go right from there. And our next color is Chrome Green 053, Chrome Green 053. Oh, did I just miss that? Let me see. I want to make sure that I didn't mess this up. No, okay. So we're going to go right here where we started, where we faded from. We're going to go right over the top of that and then up. You know, making it a bit darker here. And as we go up, fading it out to nothing. Fading it out to really light. As you can see here, as we fade it up, it's very, very light. And that's how I do the trees. You know what, I think I'm going to make, you know, I think I might just lightly go over this darker green too, just to give it a little bit more depth. And there is our tree. We're going to do the same thing with this one here. We're going to start with the darkest color, which is Oxide of Chrome. We're going to go very, very dark on the bottom here. And we're going to go up around over this because that's not part of our tree. So like I said, we're going to make it pretty dark on the bottom here. And as we go up, we'll start to fade it out about halfway up the tree. So it's still pretty dark down here, but we're starting to lessen the pressure a little bit. And as we get towards the middle of the tree, we're lessening the pressure to almost nothing. Okay, and we're going to come in with our next color, which is Chrome Green 053, Chrome Green 053, and we're going to start right where we faded it out. And we're going to continue to go up the tree with a lighter pressure until we get to the top of the tree, which will be faded out to almost nothing. So we're fading out this tree to almost nothing at the top, keeping it darker towards the middle. And then I want to go very lightly over the darkest part of the tree, just to kind of add that color in. And there we go. There is our trees. Now, I'm not sure. I've got to think about it. I may show you how to do a little bit of snow on the tree. We'll see how this video goes and how long it takes. So that is our trees. So we're really starting to come together now. This picture's starting to come together. The colors are really looking nice. All right, so let me just quickly go over something real quick so I can get our leaves done. Let's see. So we have, let's see, Oxide of Chrome. We just had that. Where's my Oxide of Chrome? Here's oxide of green, cadmium green. That's this one. Got that. Not using that. Leaf green. Leaf green is where? Leaf green is going with what? Cypress. That's this one. Okay. And I think we're all set. Okay, we're gonna have to do that later. All right, so at this point, I just wanna, again, I'm so sorry guys, I just want to put away some of these pencils so they're out of my way. I think that's white or pink. No. All right, so let's go on to some leaf combinations. I wanna start with, let's see, I think I want to start with this one that I really have used a few times, and I actually really like it. Let me see, Terra Cotta, Orange Lake, Marigold. Okay, so right now we are going to do, let's see. Let's do this leaf right here at the top. Let me bring this down a little bit. Okay. And we are going to be using quite a few colors in this leaf. We're going to be using 2, 4, 5 colors. We're going to be using Chinese Orange, Terra Cotta, Orange Lake, Marigold, and Cadmium Yellow Deep. So let's get started. We're going to start with Chinese Orange 026, Chinese Orange 026. Now remember, we've got 5 colors to fit in here. So we've got to kind of like make sure that we have room for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to just trace on the inside of the leaf with this color. There are many different ways to do leaves, and I'll probably be able to show you a few different ones. It depends on the shape of the leaf, but for this leaf, the easiest way to do it is this way. So we have outlined the shape of the leaf. I'm going to close it up here too, just because make life easier. Now, what I like to do also now is just very gently add just a little bit of the same color in between here to make the next transition a little bit easier. Okay, so the next color we're going to go in with is Terra Cotta 013. Terra Cotta 013. We're going to go right over what we did here. Right over the top of it. And then just like we did before, we're just going to put in some light, very, very light all around the end of it, just to make sure that we can easily get the next transition color in. So the next color is Orange Lake 016. Orange Lake 016. And again, we're just going to do exactly what we've been doing. We're going to go over the top of everything we've just done. And then again, we're just going to put in some very light all around here. There we go. Just to make the next transition color a little bit easier. The next color is Marigold 076, or I'm sorry, 078. Yes, Marigold 078. And again, very, very simply, we're going to do exactly what we did before, going over everything that we've already done. Including that light area that we put in. And then again, we're just going to put a very light area in there and come in with our final color, which is Cadmium Yellow Deep 075. Cadmium Yellow Deep 075. We're going to go over the entire thing now with this. And it will blend all of our colors together and brighten it up a little bit also in the same way. You might want to go over it like twice just because, you know, these colors are somewhat a little bit darker. And there we go. There is our leaf. And it came out really nice looking. You know what? Let's use this combination again right here. Okay? So again, we're going to start with Chinese Orange 026, Chinese Orange 026. Now for this one, we're going to do a little differently. So this one, we're going to kind of do it like we did with the trees and stuff. So we're going to go dark here. We're going to put in our dark layer right here. And then just kind of feather it out, lighten it up to put in our next color. Next color is Terra Cotta 013, Terra Cotta 013. And I'm just going to keep going over it. Like, so we'll go over this piece that we've done. And then bring this color down a bit. And fade it out. Okay. The next color is Orange Lake 016. Orange Lake 016. And again, we're just going to go over everything we've done here. And bring this color down a bit. And feather it out. So we can go in with our next color, Marigold 078. Marigold 078. Again, we're going over everything we've done so far. And we are bringing this color out and feathering it out to make room for our last color. And finally, the last color is Cadmium Yellow Deep 075. Cadmium Yellow Deep 075. We're going to go over the whole thing and then add this to the very end to close up our leaf. And I'm going to go over it twice here. So you can see we have the same colors used in these two different leaves, and they look very different. Okay, let's do another color combination. Let's do a brown one. So now we are going to be using these colors for this leaf. We're using Walnut Brown, Sepia, Burnt Sienna, Yellow Ochre Light, and Primrose Yellow. So let's do this leaf right here first. And we're going to start with the Walnut Brown 117. And again, we're going to do like we did this last leaf. We're going to put in the dark part right here. We're going to make it really dark at the edge here, and then just lighten it up to make room for our next color. Next color is Sepia 070. Sepia 070. We're going to go right over what we just did. Bring this color out a bit and fade it out. Okay. So we can go in with our next color, Burnt Sienna 114. Burnt Sienna 114. Again, go over everything that we've done so far. And then bring this color out and fade it up a bit. Okay. Next color is Yellow Ochre Light 010. Yellow Ochre Light 010. And again, going over everything we've done. And you can see it's lightening up all that darker browns that we've used. And it's really just bringing everything together really nicely. We're extending this color out and fading it. So we can come in with our final color, which is Primrose Yellow 002. Primrose Yellow 002. We're going to go over this whole thing up into the edge of the leaf. And I'm going to do this twice just because it's a very light color and it blends everything together. That looks really nice. See, these are really, I'm trying to do mostly autumn leaves because this is an autumn book. Let's do this again in a different leaf. Let's do this on this leaf, and we're going to do it like how we did it with the first leaf. So again, we're going to start with Walnut Brown 117. Walnut Brown 117. So we're going to trace the inside of the leaf like we did before. And I'm going to close this leaf up too, just because I just want it to be able to be closed. And then remember, just like we did before, we just put a very light layer right over the top of that just to make it a little easier to come in with our next color. So our next color is Sepia 070. Sepia 070. This is actually one of my favorite colors in this set. It's a really nice color. So we're going to go right over the top of what we just did, including the light areas that we put in. And then, like we did before, just throw a little bit of very light color all around so we can get the next color in to be a little bit easier to blend. Next color is Burnt Sienna 114. Burnt Sienna 114. Again, we're going to go over everything we just did. And then go in and just put a little bit of light color in here. Okay. We're going in with our next color, Yellow Ochre Light 010. Yellow Ochre Light 010. And again, we're just going to put a little light color also after that to come in with our final color, which is Primrose Yellow 002. Primrose Yellow 002. We're going to go over the entire thing. I'm going to go over it like twice just because it is a very light color and we do want to get these colors blended nicely together. Okay, so when you look at this leaf here and this leaf here, they look very, very different, even though it's the exact same colors. So you're able to do leaves even in the exact same colors and make them look completely different. Okay, so let's do, the next color combination I want to do is a blue-green one, which is used at times in autumn colors, but I really like this combination, so we are going to use that. This one is going to be Cypress Green, Teal Green Light, Phthalo Turquoise, Mint Green Light, and finally Leaf Green. Okay, so it's 5 colors, and I think we're going to do this leaf first here. And we're going to do this in the what I consider the easier way. So we're going to start with Cypress Green 103. And I'm going to just kind of close this leaf here. Okay. So from here, we're going to do very dark here. And fade it down. Okay. To go in with our next color, which is Teal Green Light 049. Teal Green Light 049. And we're going to go over exactly what we just did. And then bring this color down a little bit and start to fade it out. Okay. To come in with our next color, which is Phthalo Turquoise 102. Phthalo Turquoise 102. Again, we're going to go over everything we've already done. And pull this color down a bit and fade it out. Okay, next color we're going to go in with is Mint Green Light 108. Mint Green Light 108. Again, we're going to go over everything we've done already. And we're going to bring this color out and fade it. To come in with our final color, which is Leaf Green 111, Leaf Green 111. We're going to go over the entire thing and then fill in the last of the tips of the leaves. And then pull it up also just to kind of get it all blended. And that's really pretty. It came out really pretty. So we're going to do this exact same color combination in the other way that I've shown you, so you can see how different it does look. I think I'm going to do it, trying to find a leaf that's like big enough, but not too big. You know what, let's do it right here. Even though it's right next to each other, it's going to look different enough where it's not going to be boring. So we're going to start with Cypress Green 103. Cypress Green 103. And again, we're going to trace the inside of the leaf, circular motion. And up in here also, just because we're... And then just, remember, very, very light after that, just to help with the transition color. Next color is Teal Green Light 049. Teal Green Light 049. We're going to go over what we did, plus that light amount of color we put in, just to make the transition a little bit easier. And then also just a tiny, tiny light bit of color to help with the next transition color, which is Phthalo Turquoise 102. Phthalo Turquoise 102. And over the top of everything we've done. And then again, very, very light in here to help with our next color. Our next color is Mint Green Light 108. Mint Green Light 108. Again, we're going to go over everything. And just give it a little bit of light in there, light color. So we can finally go in with our final color, Leaf Green 111. Leaf Green 111, we're going to go over the entire thing. And this will lighten it up a little bit and give us some nice highlight color. So we're going to go over this twice, just to give it some color. Okay, so you see, we have these two colors, these two leaves. They're exactly the same colors in exactly the same order and look completely different. So you're able to do some different things, even with limited colors, that makes your coloring page really pop and makes it look different. All right, so the next color combination I want to work with is going to be an orangey type. Let me just see something, make sure that, oh wait, no, I already did that one. Let's see, what do we have here? This is going to be a reddish color leaf, and I actually really do like that one. So let me just make sure I have all the correct colors that I need for this. Let's see, we have our Scarlet Red, Cadmium Orange Deep, Marigold. Where's that? Marigold. Oh, that's Terra Cotta Marigold. Let's see, Marigold. Golden Yellow Deep. And Lemon Yellow Light. Leaf Green Light. Okay, I knew I needed that for something. Leaf Green Light. Where did I put my Leaf Green Light? Sorry, guys. Huh. It must be here somewhere. Is this Leaf Green Light here? Sorry, guys. Some of my stuff has multiple colors in each of their color combinations. So, you know, I have to like pull from here and there and kind of everywhere. All right, here's Leaf Green Light. Leaf Green Light. And I think that's, and Leaf Green, which I know I still have here because I just used it. Okay, so let me just start with Cadmium Orange Deep, Marigolds, Golden Yellow Deep, Golden Yellow Light, Leaf Green Light. Okay, so this next one is a large. It's 2, 4, 6, it's 7 colors. So we're going to be using in this color combination Scarlet Red, Cadmium Orange Deep, Marigold, Golden Yellow Deep, Lemon Yellow Light, Leaf Green Light, and Leaf Green. So let's find a larger area, which I think for this one, I'm going to do, let's see. Let's do this one right here, and I'm going to make them one leaf. So we're going to start, we're going to do this one the way I like to say, like the easy way. So this is all going to be one leaf. So I'm going to kind of close this up here. Just so we have, just so it looks like it's one leaf. Okay, so at that line there, it's going to be dark at the, remember we start out dark at the very closest part here. So we're starting our dark, and we're going to bring it down a bit and fade it. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Scarlet Red 022. Scarlet Red 022. Okay, so we're going to go on to our next color, which is Cadmium Orange Deep 079. Cadmium Orange Deep 079. And we're going to go right over the top of what we just did. And then bring it out and fade it a little bit, so we can move into our next color. Okay, our next color is Marigold 078. Marigold 078. And again, we're going to go over everything we just did. And then bring this color down a bit and fade it down. Okay. Next is our Golden Yellow Deep 006. Golden Yellow Deep 006. Again, going right over the top of everything we've done already. And then bringing the color down and fading it a little bit. Okay. For our next color, Lemon Yellow Light 001. Lemon Yellow Light 001. Again, covering everything we've already done. And bringing this color down a little bit and fading it. Sometimes yellows are a little bit hard to judge their fading ability and their blendability, just because sometimes it's harder to see. But that'll be taken care of now with the Leaf Green Light 061. Leaf Green Light 061. And again, we're going over everything we've done. And we're going to bring this color down and fading it down a bit. And to come in with our final color, which is Leaf Green 111. Leaf Green 111. I'm going to go over the entire thing. The leaf green really does kind of tie everything together and really give you that autumn look. And there we go. It's a beautiful leaf, very, very autumn-like, and didn't take that long, and it's a lot of colors. You know, you don't have to be afraid of using a lot of colors because you just do as much as you can. And if there's an area where you just can't fit any more colors, you just layer that next color over the top of it. All right, so let's do the same color combination in the other way that I've shown you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take here and make this one big leaf. So let me just close this up. Let me see how I'm going to do this. You know what? No, let's do this leaf here. All right, so we're going to do this the other way that I've showed you how to do leaves. So Scarlet Red 022. And again, we're just going to trace in a circular motion the inside of the leaf. And then just put a tiny, tiny, very, very light amount of color inside there. So we can move on to our next color, which is Cadmium Orange Deep 079. Cadmium Orange Deep 079. Right over the top of where we just did. We're going to pull this color out a little bit and then fade it in very, very lightly. Okay, next color is Marigold 078. Marigold 078. And we're going right over the top. And then, like I said, very lightly in there, just to add a little color. Next, we have Golden Yellow Deep 006. Golden Yellow Deep 006. We're going right over the top. And again, just lightly inside, just to give a little bit of color to help move in that next transition color. Okay, the next color is Lemon Yellow Light 001. Lemon Yellow Light 001. And this helps to blend out some of those darker colors that we have going on. And then very lightly in the middle. Next is our Leaf Green Light 061. Leaf Green Light 061. And finally, Leaf Green 111. Leaf Green 111 over the entire thing. Again, so you can see here we did it one way and here we did it the other way. Exactly the same colors in exactly the same order. Just done differently makes it look so completely different. And that's good because it shows too you don't need to have a bunch of colors or a bunch of leaf or flower combinations to make things look different. You could use the exact same combination 1, 2, 3, 4 times in different ways to make it look completely different. All right, so the next one is going to be a green combination. And I'm going to do that for this area here. And I just want to make sure that I have them all correct. Oxidative chrome, cadmium green, sap green, cadmium green pale, and okay, so this one is going to be 2, 4, 5 colors that we'll be using. We're going back to a 5-color combination. The colors we're going to be using in this are going to be oxide of chrome, cadmium green, sap green, cadmium green pale, and Naples Yellow light. So we're going to use here, and we're going to do it the quote-unquote easy way. I'm just going to treat this as one leaf. So we're going to start with oxide of chrome 063. Oxide of chrome 063. And here we're going to make this the darkest part, where it meets the branch of the tree. And again, we're going to just make it darker here and fade it down so that it will be able to move on to our next color. Our next color is cadmium green 062. Cadmium green 062. We're going to go right over the top of what we've already done. And then we're going to pull this color down a bit and fade it out. Okay. Our next color is sap green 113. Sap green 113. Again, bring this color down and fade it out. Our next color is cadmium green pale 112. Cadmium green pale 112. And again, I'm going to pull this color out and fade it out. So we can get our final color in, which is Naples Yellow Light 073. Naples Yellow Light 073. I'm going to go over the entire thing, and this is going to blend all of these colors together for us. And we're also just going to bring it in here. This color by itself might be difficult to see. It is very, very light, but it does really blend all these colors, all these greens together very, very nicely. And there you go. See, this is difficult. You know what? Let me go in here with the cadmium green pale again. Bring it all the way up, just fading it out. So when I put this over the top, you can see this a little bit easier. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. And there is our green. So we're going to do actually this same color combination here in the same way. And then here we're going to do it the other way. So I want to get this color to be the same. So also this is going to teach you how to do it in smaller spaces. So we're going to start with oxide of chrome 063. Oxide of chrome 063. And again, we're doing it like we did before. we're just going in and fading it up. The next color is Cadmium Green 062. Cadmium Green 062. Go over the top. And then lightening it as we get towards the bottom. Next is Sap Green 113. Sap Green 113. And we're just doing exactly what we did before. We're just going over the top of everything, you know, bringing it out and then fading it a bit. There we go. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. Next is Cadmium Green Pale 112. Cadmium Green Pale 112. And like before, we're going to need to bring this all the way to the edge because the Primrose Yellow is so light. So we're going to bring it down, but we're going to fade it to almost nothing at the bottom. Just enough to bring in this Naples Yellow light where it'll show up. And speaking of Naples Yellow light 073. Naples Yellow light 073. And we're just going to go over everything to blend those green colors together. Actually looks really nice. It looks really nice. You can see from we're going top to bottom, from left to right, it's still giving us a different look, even though it's the exact same color combination. And we're going to do it right here also, exact same color combinations in the other way, so we can see how that looks. So again, we'll start with Oxide of Chrome 063. And we're going to trace, remember, the inside of the leaf with this color. And then up in here also, because kind of tracing it. And then if you remember correctly, we just put a very light in here just to help with our next color, which is Cadmium Green 062. Cadmium Green 062. We're going to go right over the top of what we did here, including the light color that we put in. And then again, we're going to put a light color of this in here to help with our next color, which is Sap Green 111. Sap Green 111. Okay. Then Cadmium Green Pale 112. Cadmium Green Pale 112. And then we are going to go in here and just put a little extra, still keeping it light, but putting a little extra in because, again, Naples Yellow light 073, Naples Yellow light 073 is very difficult to even see. So we're just going to go over everything, and having just that little bit of extra color in the middle will help us tremendously with allowing this to be seen a little bit better. Okay, so you can see here, this and this and this, they all look different. Exactly the same color combination, just different ways of doing it. Okay, so next we are going to do, let's see, what is this from? I have a lemon yellow here, I don't remember why. Why do I have a lemon yellow? You know what? Actually, there's another combination. It's a brown one that I think. Oh no, that's a different thing. Okay, no, that's not correct. Sorry, guys. We're getting close to the end of this, so that's good. You know what? Let's do. You know, I haven't done any purple, so let me do a nice purple combination for you. And this is going to be very dark. We're going to use Aubergine, Cobalt Purple. Purple, and then lavender white for this combination. All right, so this is a smaller combination. It's only 4 colors, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it here, and just kind of finish off this up here to get that kind of out of the way because, you know, it is a pretty large area, and we've done a lot of different color combinations, and I really want to get down to these leaves so we can wrap this video up. It's getting a bit longer than I wanted it to be. So let's start here. We're going to leave this for now. Let's start here, and we're going to do it okay, we're going to have to go in with this brown. I didn't realize. Actually, we'll see. So let's start here. I'm going to use this as one big leaf right here. I'm not really going to worry about any kind of background. So we're going to start, I guess, let's start down here and make it darker here where the tree limb meets. So we're going to put this in, and we are just going to lay this color down and fade it out. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Aubergine 028. Aubergine 028. It's kind of a darker purpley color. Okay. Next, we're going to go in with Cobalt Purple, which is 088. Cobalt Purple 088. We're going to go over exactly where we were. And then bring this color up and out and fade it. Okay. To bring into our next color, Purple 029. Purple 029. Again, up and over it, and then fade it out to make room for our final color, which is Lavender Light 035. Lavender Light 035. And then we want to go over it, the whole thing in this color. That's a pretty purpley leaf. You know what? We're gonna do this right here in the same color combination, but we're gonna do it trace the inside of the leaf. It is a little bit smaller, but it's still good practice. So I'm gonna just draw this leaf down in here, so the leaf is all one here. All right, so we're going to, like we did before, we're going to take Aubergine 028, Aubergine 028, and just trace the inside of this leaf with this color. Leaving just a little bit of very, very, very light inside. Next, we're going to go to Cobalt Purple 088. Cobalt Purple 088. We're going to go right over the top of what we just did. And then we're going to go bring this in a little bit and very light there. Next, Purple 029. Purple 029. And again, going over everything we just did. And then a little bit there. To our final color, which is Lavender Light 035. Lavender Light 035. We're going to go over everything. So again, you can see that these look a bit different. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do something that's really, really tiny. And when we do this, it's just going to be layering. Remember, we layer these different areas. I'm just going to show you. We're just going to layer it. So we're going to start with Aubergine 028, and we're just going to put a layer of Aubergine down, dark down here, lighter towards the top. Next, the same thing, Cobalt Purple 088, darker down here, lighter towards the top. Next is Purple 029. Again, darker down here, lighter towards the top. And then finally we have Lavender Light 035, and we're just going to go over the whole thing. We're not going to go lighter towards the top, we're just going to go over the whole thing. And that's that. It's easy to do. So now from here, I'm going to do this section here as one leaf, then this section here is another leaf, and then that. So we're going to finish this side up in this like purple, this purpley type leaf combination, just to kind of get this done, and it'll look nice around the other colors. So let's see, we're going to close this up here. And this is all going to be one leaf. Okay, so we're going to start again with the Aubergine 028, and we're treating this all as one leaf. So just go straight across there, darker towards the bottom, and then releasing the pressure to fade it out. Okay. The next is going to be Cobalt Purple 088. Again, like we've been doing, right over the top of what we've done. And then bring this color out and fade it up. Okay. Next is Purple 029. And finally, Lavender Light 035. Okay. And just go over, I'm going to go over it twice with this color just to kind of, you know, lighten some of the areas and just give it that nice bright look. Okay, finally, just this last area, and we're going to do it exactly the same as we did this area. So we're going to start, for this time we're going to start from here. So we're going to put the darker color here. Aubergine 028. I'm going to make it darker up here, the top, and then fade it down. Okay, next is Cobalt Purple 088, Cobalt Purple 088. And you're going to bring it down and fade it out. Next is Purple 029, Purple 029. And bring it down and fade it out. For our final color, Lavender Light 035. Lavender Light 035. And again, as we've been doing, just over everything, covering everything up and bringing it right towards the edge. And I like to go over this twice just because it helps to blend everything we've done. And we've got the top of our tree done. And it looks, I think it looks really nice. So now we've got these leaves down here and some stars, and that will be that. So some of the leaves on here, I want to just do green. Like, I'm not going to go crazy because this could go another hour and I really don't want it to. Really, this whole point was to teach shading and fading and layering sorry guys, sheesh, my mind's all gone now. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do, I think what we're gonna do here on this side, I think we're gonna go back and use that oranges that we used before, that I really think made a really nice thing. So these oranges, this orange right here and here and here. So I just want to make sure I have it right. It's Chinese orange, Terra Cotta, orange leek, and then marigold is what I'm missing from this one. Where's marigold? This is marigold. What the heck's marigold? Oh, there it is. Okay, so for, I guess I'm going to do like here, this section right here, I'm just going to do it all the same here. So we're going to be using Chinese orange, Terra Cotta, orange lake, marigolds, and cadmium yellow deep. So let's get started with that. So again, I'm going to do it in like thirds, I guess. So you'll see, it'll become apparent when I do it. Actually, these are leaves. I mean, these look like little bushes. I'm gonna skip that for now. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna lay down this Chinese orange over here, and I'll show you how much I'm going to lay down with it and how far we're going to go. So this is about as far as I'm going to go right here with the Chinese orange. So remember, it's going to be darker up here towards the top, and then we're going to start to fade it as we get towards the bottom. So that's Chinese. That was Chinese orange 026. Sorry about that. The next color is Orange Lake 016. Wait a minute. No, it's not. I knew that wasn't right. The next color is Terra Cotta 013. So we're going to do like we did before. We're going to go right over the top of this section here. And then we're going to pull this color down a bit and fade it out. Okay. Now the next color is Orange Lake 016. Orange Lake 016. I actually really like this color combination. I've used it quite a bit, especially I've used it a bit in Johanna Basford's books actually. And it's just a really nice combination of colors. These Castle Arts pencils are one of my favorite sets. The colors are just so bright and vibrant. And okay, so we're going to bring this color down a little bit and fade it out. Okay. And next color is Marigold 078. Marigold 078. And again, we're going to bring this color out and fade it a bit. So we can come in with our final color, which is Cadmium Yellow Deep 075. We're going to go over all of this and bring it out just a little bit. We're just going to bring it out right here to where this leaf is. And then again, we're just going to go over this again, just because it helps to tie everything together. And there's that section. I think that looks good, and it actually, you know, it's going to save us a lot of time. Let's just go in here really quickly and grab those two. For that, I think I'm just going to use Viridian 052. Viridian 052. I'm not going to do anything real fancy. I'm just going to shade and fade. So darker towards the bottom here. And then as you go up, fade it out. And darker towards the bottom. And as you go up, fade it out. Same thing on here. Darker at the bottom. And as you go up, start to fade it out. And here I'm just going to fill it in. Put a little bit more color here, just give it a little bit more of a look. Is there any of those other ones around? I think that's everything for just this. You know what, this is looking too light to me, so. I mean, I want it faded, but I don't want it looking like there's no color there. Okay, I think that's okay now. Alright, so let's go on with our next color combination that I want to do on the bottom here. I would like to do, let's see, which one is this? 2, 4, 5. Okay, let's do Cypress Green. The bluish colors. Alright, so we're going to start here where we left off. And it's going to be darker in the beginning here. And I'm just going to bring this out right where this one ends here. so that it just continues. We wanted to get it in here too. So, and these areas, I'm just gonna layer over here. It'll be blended better. So, okay, there's the first. Oh, I'm sorry. This was Cypress Green 103. The next color is Teal Green Light 049. And again, for here, we're just gonna layer it on this side over the top of each other, just because it's different. You know, it's not as connected as it is to the other areas. So like here, where I would just put one color over the next, or you know, right now we're pulling this out, this color, and fading it. Okay. Next color is Phthalo Turquoise 102. We went over everything, and we're going to extend this out a little bit and fade it. Okay. And our final color is Mint. Oh no, we're missing a color. Mint Green Light 108. The other color is Leaf Green. I gotta grab that. And again, we're going to pull this color out a little bit and fade it. Okay, my leaf green is somewhere around here. Let's find leaf green. This is probably leaf green, right? No, that's leaf green light. This is leaf green. Okay, next is going to be leaf green 111. And that's going to be the last color in this color combination. Again, we're going over everything we've done. And we're going to pull this color out just to here. And I just want to go over the whole thing again here so that we can just kind of tie it all together and get that blend and layering done really nicely. That looks nice. I like that. And then we're just going to do this last bit here, all one color, and all one thing, and we'll do the stars and we'll be done. Okay, so then for this section, I think what I want to do is, let's see, I'd like to do, which one is this? Let's do that reddish one with the scarlet red and all of that. So this is 2, 4, 5 colors. Just make sure that I have all the colors that are supposed to be used for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. Marigolds. Let's see. Marigold is right. Where's my marigold? I just used it. So okay. So this one is Scarlet Red, Cadmium Orange Deep, Golden Yellow Deep, Lemon Yellow Light, Leaf Green Light, and Leaf Green. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, it's Scarlet, Orange Cadmium Deep, Marigolds right here, Golden Yellow Deep, Leaf Green Light. That's Lemon Yellow, that's wrong. Leaf Green Light and Leaf Green. This is Leaf Green Light. Where's my Leaf Green? Leaf Green. I know I just used it, so I have to have it here somewhere close by. Huh. I did not. Let's see. Where is Leaf Green? Where is my Leaf Green? What's this one? It's pale. Cadmium Green, Oxide of Chrome, Sap Green. Let me stop. Okay, so I found the Leaf Green. Okay, so we are at the pretty much the final portion. So this last section right here, we are going to use, again, it's going to be Scarlet Red, Cadmium Orange Deep, Marigolds, Golden Yellow Deep, Leaf Green Light, and Leaf Green. So let's start with our Scarlet Red 022, and we're just going to do this whole section. So let's start the dark from here, where the circle, where we have like the edge of the circle. And we're not going to do anything with this. We're just going to cover everything in just this one color, because this video has gotten way longer than I wanted it to be. But I'm actually glad that, you know, I was able to really spend the time to explain stuff, and hopefully this has helped somebody. Yep, so we are just, again, as we've been doing, adding color, and then as we go up, lightening it up and fading it out to get ready for our next color. Okay, so our next color is Cadmium Orange Deep 079. Again, we're going over what we just did. Then we're going to bring the color up and fade it as we move up higher. We'll fade it up to about here so it's all kind of uniform. Okay, so next we're going to go with Marigold 078. Again, we're bringing the color up and then fading it out to make room for our next color. Okay, the next color is, hold on, I think it mixed up. Yeah, Golden Yellow Deep 006. Again, we're coloring over everything we've done, bringing the color up and fading it out. Next is Leaf Green Light 061. Again, going over everything we've done, bringing the color up and fading it out to make room for our final color. Okay, and our final color is Leaf Green 111. And we're just going to take that all the way up and then bring it back down just to, you know, blend everything together. And we have just one area left. I think this came out really, really nice. Lemon Yellow 005. We're going to use that for the stars. And we're just going to go in and fill the stars in with color. I was going to go and show you how to use a gel pen that is clear with some glitter in it, so it doesn't affect the color, to just add a little something something to the stars, but this video's ran really long. It's really not necessary. So, but again, you're just going to go in and you're just going to color these stars and the little round, I guess they're kind of stars too, maybe little planets. Just add that color in there to finish off the page. And oh, we missed that little leaf there. I think I'm just going to go in with Cadmium Green Pale 112 and just fill some color in here because I missed it and it's alright. And that's it. I hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial of matchstick maps, blending, shading, layering. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please let me know in the comment section. So again, if you made it this far and watched the entire video, thank you so much. And actually, we missed one more section. I'm just going to put this scarlet red here for this little round leaf. Put a layer of the scarlet red in. And then over the top of that, I'll put the orange lake, just to give it a little bit of something. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And have a great day and happy coloring.